Hello students, let us read the question. The figure shows two large parallel non-conducting sheets with identical positive uniform charge densities and a sphere with a uniform positive volume charge density. Rank the four numbered points according to the magnitude of the net electric field there, greatest first. So the key concept involved in the problem is the electric field due to non-conducting charged sheet and electric field due to uniformly charged sphere. Before solving the question, let us write the formulas for the electric field due to uniformly charged sheet. This is the surface charge density of this sheet. So the electric field can be written as electric field is equal to sigma upon 2 epsilon naught. It is not dependent on the distance from the sheet. So this is the electric field and the direction is in n cap direction. What is n cap direction? This is the direction of area vector. Now let us write the electric field due to uniformly charged sphere. Let us suppose this is a sphere. The radius of the sphere is r. It is uniformly charged and the charge density is rho, that is the volume charge density. If we need to write the electric field outside the sphere, that is r greater than the radius of the sphere, it can be considered as a point charge and the total Q carried by the sphere will be equal to rho naught d tau, that is the integration over the volume of the sphere. So the electric field due to the sphere at r greater than the radius of the sphere can be written as kq upon r square, r cap. What is r cap? This is the direction if this is the sphere and we need to find out the electric field at point P, then this will be the direction of the electric field, that is r cap direction. We can write this in this way. Now let us answer the question. Here in the question we have been given 4 points, point 1, point 2, point 3 and point 4. Here we can see that the electric field due to this sheet and electric field due to this sheet. This is sheet number 1, this is sheet number 2. Let us redraw the diagram. This is sheet number 1, this is sheet number 2 and both of them are carrying the same surface charge density. This is the surface charge density. If we need to write the electric field due to the sheet 1 at this point, it will be in this direction. It can be written as E1. And if we write the electric field due to sheet 2 at this point, this is point P, then the electric field will be in this direction, that is E2. And we know that the electric field E1 is equal to sigma upon 2 epsilon naught. Similarly, E2 can be written as sigma upon 2 epsilon naught, as the sigma of both the sheets are equal. We can conclude that electric field due to both sheets at any point between them will be 0, that is the electric field n naught due to sheets is equal to 0 at all points. That means at point 1, point 2, point 3 and point 4. Now let us write the electric field due to the sphere. As we know that the electric field due to the sphere is equal to kq upon r square, r cap. So we can write that the electric field is inversely directly proportional to 1 upon r square. Now let us locate the points given in the question. This is sheet 1, this is sheet 2 This is the charge, which is the charge in the form of a sphere. Now locate the point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4. This is point 1. This is point 2. 1, 2. This one is 3 and this one is 4. The distance between the sphere, this is a sphere. Distance between the sphere and the point 4 is d. Similarly, between 3 and sphere is d. And the point 2 and sphere has distance 2d. So from here we can write that the electric field at point 4 will be equal to electric field at point 3 in magnitude. This is the magnitude. Now we can now as the distance between the sphere and the point 2 is 2d, so this value will be lesser. Electric field at point 2 will be lesser than the point 3, then the electric field at point 3 and point 4. Similarly, if we compare the distance, if we compare this distance which is just 2d, this distance will be greater than 2d. If we apply the Pythagoras theorem, this is x, then the distance, if we suppose this distance is x, then the x will be equal to root, if this distance is y, if this distance is y, y can be written as x square plus 2d whole square. From here we can say that the y is greater than 2d. Therefore, the electric field at 1 will be lesser than electric field at 2, which can be written here. The electric field at 2 will be greater than the electric field at 1. So this is the order of the electric field at these points. Now, so our final answer is the electric field at point 4 will be equal to electric field at point 3. It will be greater than electric field at point 2, and that will be again greater than electric field at point 1. So this is our answer. Thank you so much.